guys look awesome. You look awesome. You know, I was sitting around recently, and I was thinking that we live in a society where people can just say that there's something, and we have to accept that, even if our eyes tell us something different. Right? So if it works for them, I figure it could work for me as well. So tonight, I'm here to tell you that I identify as a Dago, Guinea, Wop, Kraut, Make, Automatic, Supersonic, Hypnotic, Funky Fresh, Full-Figured, Menopausal, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious bitch. Yeah, and here's the thing is, once I was able to come to terms with that, all right, I felt like I loved myself a little bit more.
Right.
And because I love myself and I want to continue to love myself, I sing to myself every morning. Yeah. In the morning I get up and I look in the mirror. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious bitch. If you take off all your clothes, it could be quite atrocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious bitch. You would make more money if you would just be a hoe bitch. Now, one day a week I'll say, hop on a Hummer and let's get high, hop on a Hummer and let's get high. I do that on Wednesdays. Hop day. I'm also a grandmother. Any grandmothers out here? Yes, we are one. I need you guys to know, and sir, just be warned, I'm a GILF. That's with 2 F's. Because I am most certainly a grandmother that you would like food from. Now my granddaughter, she's going to be a year this month. So it's my only granddaughter, but just for a minute I'm going to ask you to do a little math, sir. Okay? She's a year this month. You kick that back and I'm going to tell you that my son did not get the 6-foot distance memo.
Right?
You see that?
Right.
Yeah. Either that or he's hung like a horse and you hit her with the tip from across the room. But not if he's built like his father. That's not the way that went down. It's true though, it's tough. And I'm also single, okay? I'm single down here in Florida, single grandmother in Florida. I figured that Florida was the best place for us single grandmothers to be because Florida has more grandmother fuckers per capita than any state. I figured that might work to my advantage. It really isn't though. It really isn't. And listen, here it is. It's a Saturday night. I'm in the middle of Winterhaven and I'm holding this phallic shape symbol. This is the most action I'm getting. This is it. Normally my Saturday night dates come from my nightstand. Do you know that from Amazon, okay, Amazon allowed me to get a new boyfriend every Friday, okay, with my Prime membership. And I bought the Tesla of vibrators. Yeah, listen, no joke. When I got this thing home, you know, the first thing I did was plug it in. I caused a blackout to Southwest Florida. Then once I read the instructions, I put in the 34 double D batteries. But technology is amazing. The Tesla vibrators allowed me to sync with Elon Musk's launch of SpaceX. And every time he launches SpaceX, he launches my fat ass out of Tampa. It's good stuff. So, I mean, here's the thing is that when I found out that I was going to be a grandmother, one of the things I wanted to do was start to read some of the nursery rhymes and stories and kind of get up to speed on this stuff again. But I have to tell you, watching them now with the brain of a mature woman, they process completely differently. Okay, so let's just, for example, if Peter Pan was around today, Would his online profile be more wood than you could handle? Maybe it would say, for a good time, sit on my face and I'll lie to you. Did I say Peter Pan? Oh, so Peter Pan flew in it, but how did you know Pinocchio's shit looked like that? So you're trying to do a fact check on me and exposed yourself in the process. I'm just saying, who was smoking the pixie dust? The pixie dust, I can't even say it. Now, here's the thing is, I need to be honest with her because I know one day I'm going to be sitting with her and she's going to say, Grandma, why doesn't anybody like Dumbo? And I'm going to have to tell her, because size matters. She's going to need to learn this. You know, and then, I mean, all of these Disney stories, there's something wrong with every one of them. Ariel, the beautiful little mermaid, right? Did that bitch smell like fish after she got her legs? It's important information. You know, and some people are offended by that, but I have to tell you, okay, there's no need to be offended. We're being real up in here tonight because she was getting life advice from that fat ass Ursula. You can't tell me she didn't smell like the catch of the day. Right? Yeah, right, but she was horrible. What about Belle from Beauty and the Beast? That chick was crazy. All right? Here's the thing. She is talking to a candlestick, a clock, and a teapot with a British accent. What in the Snoop Dogg chronic methamphetamine bath salt was that bitch smoking? And can we get a round of that shit up in here tonight? Right? I mean, and that story, you're supposed to, I guess that's supposed to be something about, you know, finding the beauty in someone that's ugly. Yeah, because we do that, right? I believe that she was there for the real estate. She just figured if she needed to hold out, that mob would come and that shit would be hers. That's how us women operate, right? And I look at Little Red Riding Hood, right, and the grandmother. And did the wolf eat the grandmother? Or did the wolf eat the grandmother? Two different endings to that story. Right? I mean, and it may confuse you, like, wow, what, this grandmother, she's talking a lot about sex, there's a lot of stuff. I have to tell you, I watch porn, and I don't care. And don't tell me I'm alone in here like you all got silent. You all watch porn. All of you. I watch porn on my cell phone at night when I'm laying in bed, my smartphone. In the morning, I get up and the Bluetooth connects to the phone. The display in my car, 12-inch cock loves grandma. Son doesn't want to ride in the car with me anymore. He won't let me take the granddaughter. Like, what's the problem here? Because my biggest problem is that I personally love BBC. I love some BBC. The British Broadcasting Channel is amazing. You thought I was talking about something else. See, but these people seem smart because you were paying attention. See, they were kind of waiting because they heard me say that I was watching 12-inch cock loves grandma. Did the rest of you think I was watching Asian porn? Stay with me, people. You know, I want her to be able to look up to me. You know, I need her to be able to know that grandma is always going to keep it real with her. I need her to know that that Prince Charming character is full of shit. He don't exist. He does not exist. Right? Because, here, listen. I had a Prince Charming, crackhead. He had a side bitch, snaggletooth whore working in the Publix. Which Disney cartoon prepared me for that? Yeah, because here's what happens. In the Disney cartoons, Prince Charming trots in on his white horse, pulls pulls out his sword. I'm here to save you, Princess Ginger. What he doesn't do is he doesn't ride up to the house with a hoopty, bolt tires, the windows down, and the music blaring, bitch better have my money. That's not the way it works. And then Disney, and they trot out Snow White, like this purest of pure Snow White. Snow White was a whore. She's a whore. Right? And here's the thing is, you've all known it. You've known it forever, and maybe you just haven't put the pieces together. Because what happens in the story? Snow White goes out into the woods. She happens upon a diamond mine. The head of the dwarfs comes out, he sees her, takes one look at her, he says, "Hi ho!" I didn't write it. Disney told you. You just weren't paying attention, right? But in my brain, as I'm watching it, the way that I process that is Snow White, she kind of takes a step back. She says, "Hey boy, hey." Spreads her legs a little bit. Pulls out a blunt, takes a hit of a blunt, and 2 seconds later, 7 dwarfs come out of the mine. Hi ho, hi ho, we've worked all day, let's go. We'll hit that blunt and hit that. Hi ho, hi ho. I need my granddaughter to know that it's all bullshit. Here's the thing, because ladies, we spend a lifetime listening to that stuff, and it really messes with our heads. And by the time we get old enough to figure out that it's all bullshit, what do we start to do? Watch Lifetime in the Hallmark Channel. Because we need to destroy ourselves a little bit more, right? Because here's what happens on the Lifetime Channel. Girl goes to a small town, meets a handsome dishwasher. They go on a date, they fall in love, they get married, he ends up being a billionaire, and they live happily ever after on some private island somewhere. Right? That's how it happened for you guys? All right, we'll talk later. See, because in real life, girl goes to the bar and drinks too much tequila. She has sex with a stranger. She has an orgasm she mistakes for love. They get on a plane, they go to Vegas, they get married by an Elvis impersonator. 17 years later, she's divorced, broke, with 2 kids, and she's doing comedy in Winterhaven. Here I am! I'm going to pretend not to show how hurt I am that you've just laughed at my life story. Here's the thing though, some people are like, Ginger, you look a little bitter. I'm not bitter, okay? I did the whole husband thing. My girlfriend borrowed him to help her move some furniture. It's like 8 years ago. Bitch never brought him back. But really, I don't want him back. Has anybody in here ever tried to get back together with an ex? Yeah, listen, it's like trying to take a piece of shit and shove it back in your ass. You can't do it. It's messy, I don't recommend it. Yeah, don't do it, it's no good, So I don't care, But I'm going through a lot of different things in life. The other thing that I'm also starting to deal with, and maybe some of you in here are also dealing with it, is the menopause. I don't fucking get, what am I, by myself? Thank you. Look, he's like, fuck yeah. Here's the thing. I don't even understand who named it menopause. Because men are not a pausing. Men are running. You guys are running. And maybe it's a couple of different things, right? Maybe it's the fact that the hair on my lip is thicker than the shit on the top of your head. That might be it. Or maybe it's the mood swings. Maybe at 3 o'clock in the morning when I walk out to the refrigerator to get a Klondike bar to find out that you've eaten the last Klondike bar. That might be a turnoff to some gentlemen. I don't know. Maybe it's just all of the changes that are happening to my body. Maybe it's the fact that when I take off this bra, these two things fall down like a second set of fucking arms without bones. And they're just flying here. And so being single, I had to figure out how to make these work for me. So I did. I do tricks. If you happen to come to my house, okay, I'm going to hold a plate of dinner in one hand, your drink in the other, and I'm going to shimmy to clap those lights on and off. Yeah. Now, if you're lucky enough to get in bed with me and you happen to be hungry after, I guarantee you I have some leftover blueberry muffin in my cleavage from breakfast. So I'm going to take care of you. I've got you. It's all good. So Florida, though, Florida is really weird to me. I mean, I'm originally from New Jersey. Maybe you hear it in my voice. Anybody from up north? Whereabouts? Indiana, New Hampshire. All right, so listen, I came down here in the witness protection program. It was right after they found Jimmy Hoffa in my cleavage. And actually, when I got down here, what confused me about Florida, I mean, it's the kind of state where one day we have frozen iguanas falling from the trees, and the next day your neighbor is smoking bath salt and trying to rape an alligator. Yeah, like I don't understand it. You know, people, why can't I find an eligible bachelor down here? I don't know, maybe because they were all out with their guns trying to shoot the eye of Hurricane Irma and send her in a different direction. What's wrong with these people? I think it's the fucking heat. I don't know. But you know, you're going through so many different things in your lives or whatever, and I was one of those people that was like, man, I'm so busy. If I just had more time on my hands, I would, you know, cook healthier meals, I would exercise more, you know, but we're all so busy. And I swear to God, I would say that, and all of a sudden, the world came around and said, 2020, bitch, you're home. And now I've got all this time, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking do any of that. I'm not looking to do any of that shit, you know? But listen, I exercised when we were home, when Florida participated in the pandemic for 2 days. I was home. And I exercised my jaw muscle. And I cooked a lot. Foods that I learned to cook. Binge watching Sugar Rush on Netflix. Healthy stuff. You know? And so yeah, I put on that, what do they call it, the quarantine 15, you know, but my mother always said I was an overachiever. Why stop at 15 when I can go for 20? Doesn't make any sense. You know, but does anybody feel like we got stuck in 2020, like that horrible movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? Like, it just, I don't care the fact that the calendar's changing, we can't get out of this shit. We're just stuck there. I've had it. Yeah, but we're here with no masks, so that's wonderful. So I've also gone through some personal stuff during that same time frame, okay? And I am a breast cancer survivor. It's actually 2 years today I'm breast cancer free. So I am going to tell you this though, okay? 2 surgeries, 19 rounds of radiation. I have 1 pink strawberry nipple, 1 brown chocolate nipple, and my white vanilla skin. I taste like a Neapolitan ice cream. Now, they don't serve dessert here, but I got you. So here's the, you're coming out of 2020 dealing with this stuff. I put on all of this extra weight, and now I've like built this shelf ass. Did you know you can display a tchotchke and a collectible on here? No, I'm coming. I've survived the cancer. Okay, I still have pretty much most of my boobage left here, and I've got my shelf ass, so I'm displaying. But I'm going crazy. I need to get out of the house. And I literally come out the front door for the first time after a couple of months, and I break out, and I'm like, I came out like a wrecking ball. Ass so big I broke the wall. My neighbor's like in her little do-it-yourself garden. Fuck your garden, look at my ass. But so now I'm out there and I'm like, well, what am I gonna do now? What do I do? And I'm like, I'm gonna go for a swim. I haven't been in the ocean for a while. And so I get down to the water and I realize that these are now natural flotation devices. So I'm just bobbing along in the Gulf, minding my business, and all of a sudden this man starts drowning. It's a good thing I'm there. I swim over to him, I pull my titty out, and I said, "Sir, latch on!" He looks at me like I'm crazy. Like he has so many other appealing options while he's dying. So I say it again. Sir, latch on! He says, I'm allergic to strawberry. We'll take the chocolate one! In his panic, his arms start wailing, and all of a sudden his thumb accidentally goes up my ass. These blew up to be a full-size dinghy that holds 12 grown men. It was a great day at the beach for me. So listen, we're being honest up in here, and I don't want you to think that I did all of this stuff during the COVID. I got most of it at a consignment store. You like to go consignment store shopping? You guys do, right? Where's my consignment store shoppers? Yes, ladies, yes. So I go into this consignment store, and the guy is selling this magic mirror. So I'm like, well, what's this about? He's like, yeah, it's $5. Take it home, you stand in front of it, you make a wish, it comes true. All right, $5, what I got to lose? I get the mirror, I bring it home, I bring it into my bedroom, I stand in front of that mirror. I said, magic mirror on the wall, make me full and voluptuous. I get all this. My boyfriend comes home, he says, hey, where'd you get all that? Magic mirror in the bedroom. He said, how does it work? I said, stand in front of it, you make a wish. Stands in front of that, he says, magic mirror on the wall, make my dick touch the floor. And his legs fell off. Yeah, so I'm single again. Just tell me that, like, have you ever known anybody so desperate that they'll just reach out to anybody? Yeah. I mean, the kind of person that would send O.J. Simpson a friend request. You do now. Yeah, listen, it's the middle of 2020, as if we didn't have enough shit going on. And my friends, they kind of like triple dog dared me to do it. So I don't care if you're 8 or 22. 8, 22, 56, whatever. If somebody triple dog dares you, you do that shit. Yeah, so I did. So I send off the friend request, and I don't think anything. It's the middle of 2020, as I lay down to sleep and peacefully, and all of a sudden, all of the fuck shit of 2020 comes together. Right? While I'm sleeping, I've got COVID and murder hornets and fucking presidential elections and hurricanes and Carol fucking Baskin. They all come together into a pressure cooker that is powered by my pretty pink pocket vibrator. And by the time I get up in the morning, it's ding. O.J. Simpson has accepted your friend request. Now what do I do? You know, what am I gonna do? So I'm bored, you know, Listen, regardless of what we think of the man, we can agree that he's in great shape for his age. And I am a shape. See where I'm going with this? Yeah. Listen, he tried to get away in the back of a Bronco. I had bad sex in the back of a Bronco. I tried to get away. And I already told you, I'm originally from New Jersey, okay? I spent many, many winters up north. I have empathy for this man. I know what it's like when you lose a glove. Listen, but I just need you to know that the relationship didn't work, and listen, it had nothing to do, it wasn't my fault. I took a stab at it. Right, I got one joke I'm going to leave you with because they're giving me the light here. I've got any veterans in the house? Yeah, what branch of service? Army? Army? Woo! All right, well, thank you for your service. I'm also a veteran. I'm an Air Force veteran. So I work for a veteran, and I like to mess around with them every once in a while, have some veteran speak, I call it. And so the other day I'm in his office, I noticed that his zipper's down. And as I'm walking out of his office, I'm like, excuse me, sir, your barracks door is open. And I walk out of the office. Takes him a minute to figure out what I'm talking about, but he figures he's going to have some fun with me. He calls me back in the office. He says, hey, Ginger, when you saw my barracks door open, did you see a soldier standing at attention? No. I did see a disabled veteran sitting on 2 duffel bags. My name is Ginger Kelly. You can follow me on Facebook at Ginger Kelly Comedian. You guys are great. Let's bring Rashawn back up here. Thank you, Ray.
You work with Ginger, everybody. Mccurdys put him on for us. Killing it. Oh man, it's been a beautiful show. Are you guys ready for your headliner tonight?